Welcome back to quick and useful tutorials for people who like shiny things. Delete default cube and add a sphere, shade it smooth. Go to the materials tab and press new. Click for white space to change the color, but wait, the color isn't changing. That's because we're in solid mode, which only shows our dimensions, so we need to move over to material mode. That will show us a semi-accurate version of our material. I prefer to look at my materials using cycles as it's more accurate, so I'm going to turn that on. We have these horrible shadows, so I'm going to get rid of them using the subdivision modifier in the modifiers tab. Do this around 3 times. Perfect. To start off, we have color, which is self-explanatory. You have subsurface that allows light to pass through the material in the same behavior as flesh or even cloth. Next we have metal, which kinda explains itself. And my favorite, roughness, which allows you to control the reflectivity of an object. Looks pretty cool combined with metal, but let's try it without. You can have matte grey or reflective plastic. I did go through some of the others, but to be fair, I rarely touch them in the real world, so I'll explain them in more detail in a later video. We then also have transparency, which allows us to see through the object like glass. I recommend going with a lighter color and turning the roughness to 0 to see the full effect. To get a better glass effect, apply a solidify modifier to allow for more accurate light diffusion. Transparency roughness is similar to normal roughness, but more relates within the glass material instead of the overall material. Let's create a scene. Add a plane, then go into new materials and change the surface. You have all of these options, but principal surface kind of addresses most of them, and you'll only really use them when messing with nodes. That'll be in a later video. But we are going to choose emission. To make a new material from a copied object, just press the minus button on the material tab. One thing to notice as I create an emission object, it doesn't feel like it's giving off light unless reflected, almost like there's no atmosphere. To fix this, add a cube and scale it up to cover the scene. Go to the shading tab on the top and add a new material. Delete the principal node and add a principal volume node. Darkness. No, not really. Decrease the density to 0.06 and increase it I hate that word. To whatever you want. I'm gonna go full on for this one. Now our light glows. I'm probably gonna talk about the other material settings and the nodes in a later video when I have the time. Thanks for watching and have a good one.